Hello YouTube and welcome to Tactical Teenager Reviews. Today we'll be reviewing the ACO Switchblade. When you get it, it's going to be coming in this cheap black holster. The black holster isn't optimal, but it's usable. It's got a belt buckle. It's held in by Velcro. It's not terrible. Wearing it on your belt, you don't notice it's there, but I think there are better options. And underneath this Chinesium holster here, there is a very nice switchblade. Or at least it looks pretty nice. It's a $21 off of Amazon as of right now, so that's not terrible. But the functionality of this thing isn't terrible either. Starting at the end right here, it has some brass shimmings that are supposed to reduce friction when the blade is operating. I'm not sure if that works, but they do look very nice. And on the end here's this stylish knob, which I have no idea why it's there. Presumably to keep your hand off from slipping off, but some guy in the comment section, some nerd down there, is going to tell me exactly how it works. So go ahead, get down there and tell me why I'm wrong. The safety here has two modes. In this position, it's in boring mode. In this position, it's in scary mode. Not scary because the knife itself is scary, but scary because if you had it in your pants and this thing accidentally flipped open, it'd tear your pants and probably your thighs as well, which could be a mess. It's pretty gritty. It's not great, but for a sub $30 Switchblade, I'm not complaining. It works. On safe here, it will not, no matter how hard you push, no matter how hard, it will not flip open, which is good. I like having a knife that works on safe. On not safe, or, I mean, it's not fire because it's not gun, but flip out mode, I guess. When you press it, it will flip out. I have not had any problems with it short stroking or not locking. It's actually pretty good. To release the knife, the releasing is just like any good old stiletto. For those of you who don't know how a stiletto works, you're just going to push this end of the cross hilt to the side. Then I have to do this one hand because it's camera, but then the knife will actually just float freely. You're going to hit a bit of a barrier here because the spring is in there, but just push right through it, get it in place, flip it back on safe. The top of the knife here also has those brass shimmings. The lock isn't bad. It's like I said, I've had no problems with it, and I like it very much. The redwood grips, I mean, they're not textured synthetic grips, and so they lose a bit of functionality, but they look extremely nice. I've not had much problems with following it, but there definitely is that the good polymer textured grips will probably work a lot better. Focusing in on the logo here, ACO, made in Italy, like all stilettos should be. And it's stainless steel, which is pretty nice. I mean, stainless steel, for those of you who don't know, means if it gets wet, you don't have to dry it. It won't rust. Now, enough of a tabletop review. We're going to get back to some functionality testing. Now for the drop test. Well, nothing looks too damaged. There wasn't much of a drop. We'll drop it from higher. Still works. Now for a slightly taller drop test. Well, got a little scratched up, but other than that, seems perfectly fine. Looks like it will survive a drop, indeed. It's actually really impressive. This looks slightly out of place. That clicked right back in though. Well, very impressed. Overall, I definitely would recommend this knife. It's not as smooth as some other knives. The operation isn't as good. The button is a little hard to press. Obviously anyone could do it. It's just a little stiffer than some others. The safety is pretty gritty. The lock up here, the lock release, is okay. But other than that, I have nothing to complain about this knife. The only issue we ran into was when we dropped it off. Obviously you saw the cross hilt was tilted a little bit. It's fixed and some polishing removed the scratches. And so yeah, I would jump on it. It's $21 on Amazon. A no-brainer, for me at least. And if you don't have a Switchblade yet, definitely get it. You will never get bored of flipping this thing out. It is so satisfying. Well, thanks for watching this video to the end. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment telling me exactly how and why I'm wrong. I've heard YouTube comment sections are pretty rough. And I'll see you in the next video.